What is up, everybody? It's CJ, and I'm back with another Sims 3 world overview. And today we're going to be looking at Sugar Maple Coast, and I am so excited because I have wanted a world like this in The Sims 3 for years, and we finally got one. So if you don't know, Sugar Maple Coast is the world that you play in for the Sims 3 console versions, specifically the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 version of the Sims 3. Now, I've never played those versions. The only console Sims 3 game I played was the one for the Wii, and that's a whole different world altogether. So I've never actually played in here before for the console games. So I'm really interested to see how it looks in the PC version. So it is basically just a recreation of that world just in the Sims 3 PC version. Now, this world was made by the Sugar Maple Coast team, which was like a lot of different Simmers all coming together to make the world. I know Nornides helped out on this world. I also got early access for this world, by the way, from Morgan Emper and the Sugar Maple Coast team. And I also know that Saturn, who is a friend of Morgan, they also helped out with this world as well. So thank you for everyone who worked on it. I don't really have a complete list of names for everyone, but I just want to say a big thank you to the team. And also thank you for sending me early access, by the way, because yeah, that's kind of cool. So this video is coming out on August the 8th, and the world itself is coming out on August the 14th. So at the time of this video anyway, if you're watching this when it comes out, the world is not yet out to the public. I just got early access so I can make a video on it and stuff like that. So yeah, I can't leave a link down below just yet because it's not out, but once it is out, I will go back and update links and stuff like that as well. So just keep a lookout. I'll probably make a community post just to remind everyone. So keep a lookout for that. You are going to need a couple of things for this world. For one, store content. There's also a Google Doc that has all of the store content that you'll need. I'm going to leave that link down below so you can see. It's really cool and it's kind of organized as well. So I'll leave that link down below. And you're also going to need a couple of expansion packs. So you're going to need World Adventures, Ambitions, Fastlane Stuff, Late Night, Generations, Pets, Supernatural, and Island Paradise. So make sure you have all the packs and the store content before you download the world. Also, there is a save file version, which is what I'm looking at of this world, and this version just has like the Sims and the pets and stuff like that. The other version is it's the same, just it doesn't have any Sims or whatever. But with all that being said, let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. So I think I'm probably going to start over here I'm going to call this the center of the world. We're going to start over here and then we're just going to work our way around. So we'll go down here first. This is the Central Park, it's kind of giving like, base game vibes, Central Park. But we're down here at the Central Park and it does kind of resemble the one from the base game, We have the big fountain in the middle. We have our chess tables, our park benches, some regular tables out here. If we go over this way, we have our picnic tables and our grill. Over here in this section, we have a little fishing spot. And if we go back this way, oh, there's like a little pet ball. That's kind of cute. But we also have, I believe, a bathroom. So let's just open this up. Yep. So as you can see, we have our bathrooms in here, and there's also like another little fishing spot over this way as well. But that's pretty much everything for the lot. Now, this world does not use seasons, but I wonder if maybe the seasonal festivals may spawn here, or maybe they just don't spawn anywhere. I don't know, but I do wonder, maybe they spawn here. I don't know. All right, why don't we go across the street? So over here, we have the Paper Conversation Library. All right, y'all, so we're down here at the library. It looks so cool. It kind of gives off like a small town Cape Cod kind of vibe to me. Why don't we open it up so we can see the inside? And by the way, too, y'all, these griffin statues are some of the custom content that you're gonna need. Like I said, I'll leave the Google Doc link down below so you can see like all the stuff that you'll need. It even has like pictures of it, so you'll be able to see. Let's go ahead and go inside. This one kind of reminds me of the one from the base game, kind of like the library. So when you first come in, we have like a little check-in desk area. We have some bookshelves behind it. We also have a lot of bookshelves over here on this side. There's a sitting area. We have our bathrooms back this way. It's kind of the same on this side, just a bunch of bookshelves, And then if we go upstairs, let's see, we have like a little kids area in the middle. So there's like a little activity table, a dollhouse, a xylophone. There's just like places to sit. There's bookshelves and stuff like that. If we go over here on this side, as you can see, we have more bookshelves, more places to sit. We have a chess table this way, and then on this side we kind of have like a little computer lab area, So we do have 3 computer desks over here, and I guess if you wanted to put another one, you could probably squeeze one right here if you wanted to. Oh, I didn't even see this, y'all. There is another chess table, so we have 2 up here. But I do believe that's probably everything for the inside. There is a back door that leads back this way, but there's really like nothing out in the back, you know? Why don't we maybe go back this way for a second? Because we have a couple of lots that we haven't seen over here. So actually, let me just zoom over this way. Okay, so maybe we should start back this way and then go, you know, to the left. So back here we have the kitty corner. We have the dog leg park. We also have the Four Paws consignment store. And then we have the Barracuda Bay swimming center. Let's start at the kitty corner and then we'll just kind of work our way around, you know? This is a kitty jungle and this looks kind of cool, y'all. So for one, we have this really big pond and it looks like a fish, which is kind of cute, you know? But it is a pond, so your Sims can fish out here and or your cats can also fish out here, you know? If we go over this way, I don't know if this is like a little catwalk or like a little thing for them to play on maybe. Same thing for this. Maybe this is just like a little structure for them to climb on, you know? If we go back over this way, we have a couple of pet houses. We have a cat castle. We also have a little food bowl out here as well. And we also have this building. So why don't we open this up? So we have a scratching post, a litter box, a little place to sit. And we do have a bathroom for, you know, our Sims, you know. But I do believe that is everything for this lot as well. Okay, so if we just go across the street, we have the dog park. And oh my gosh, y'all, it's literally... this little pavement part is shaped like a bone. That's kind of cute. And this is like a little paw print. Oh, wait. You have like the food bowls. You have you have like the grills and picnic table. This is cute, dude. This is cute. We have a couple of pet houses back here. A little biscuit ball. Ooh, this looks like a training course. Now, let me ask y'all, because I don't know. Can you train your dogs in the console version, like for dog shows? I don't know. I know in The Sims 3, you can teach them tricks and you can like have them earn money from the tricks, but can you do this in the console version? Because like that's kind of interesting. Over here is like another little platform, I guess, for them to like, you know, train on or whatever. If we go back this way, we have another pet house, another biscuit ball, a toy box, and we have a lot of just open space for your dogs to run. Even if you bring your cats here, they can also run around, or maybe even your horses or whatever, you know. But that is pretty much everything for this little area. I like the little sitting spots right here in the bone. That's kind of cute. Let's just go ahead and go next door. So again, this is the consignment store, the Four Paws consignment store, by the way. We do have a couple parking spaces out in front, but let's open up. We have like a place to sit. We also have a bookshelf, a nectar rack. We have this little display table, and it has a couple of relics up there from World Adventures, you know? There's a little food bowl, a little toy box, and then we have our bathrooms back this way. If we go over here, we have some, I guess, display tables, you know, and they have like different assorted objects on them. We have our consignment register back this way, and then if we go in the back, we have a little dumpster. You can dumpster dive if you want to. And then outside of the lot, we have a little pet house, and there's also a food bowl. And I do believe that's everything for this lot as well. So if we go right beside it, ooh, what is this thing in? Oh, the swimming center. So this is like the community pool lot. This is actually really cute. This to me looks like something you would kind of see in Brindleton Bay in The Sims 4. We're down here at the Barracuda Bay Swimming Center. So I really love this pool, y'all, and I love the tile for the pool. It's kind of shaped like a heart. I don't know if that was intentional, but it's kind of shaped like a heart in a way, you know? But we do have our little pool. We have our pool ladders out here. We have a little place to lounge, a grill and picnic table out here as well. Some more lounge chairs over this way. And then we have this little cute building. I'm assuming this is where the bathrooms are going to be, in the showers. Yeah, I was right. So we have our stalls, we have our sinks, and then we have our showers back this way. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. But that's pretty much everything for this slide. This one, again, y'all, is so cute. Like, oh my gosh, I love this. Oh, I can imagine like having like a pack or something that has like a water slide and like having it be like right here. That'd be so cute. Or even like if you have the pool slide, that'd be kind of nice out here too, you know? Okay. Ooh, wait, let's go across the street. Is this the... Oh, this is the bookstore. Let me ask y'all, because I do not know. Where does this bookstore come from? Is this the one from Appaloosa Plains? Or maybe it's the one from Twinbrook? I don't know. I feel like I've never seen the white and green one before. Maybe it's Twinbrook. Maybe it's Appaloosa Plains. Let me know down below, because I really like it. It looks like Christmas in a way. But anyway, out here though, again, this is a rabbit hole, so you can't open it up. It's just, you know, it's a rabbit hole. But you have a little park bench, and you also have an easel. And that's pretty much it for out here, you know? And then beside it, of course, we have our diner and grocery store. We have a place to sit and some parking spaces, you know? So if I zoom back out for a second, I believe that's like all of the lots over here, you know? If I go back this way, y'all, I just want to make sure I'm not missing any lots, you know? So we do have one. This is the Captain's Refuge. So this is listed as a junkyard. Let's see what this has to offer. All right, y'all, so we're down here at the Captain's Refuge. So it's listed as a junkyard, but it kind of looks like a park. Maybe it's a 2-in-1, you know? So we have a couple of park benches. We have a picnic table, grill, fire pit. There's also a chess table out here. I love this little area. It's so cute and kind of cozy, you know? There is something back here though. I know there's like something here. Oh, okay, so this is like where the scrap is. Okay, so you have your scrap heaps over this way. There's 2 of them. It's kind of like fenced in, you know? And then if we go back this way, oh, okay, we have another scrap heap. This one is a little bit bigger and it has like some little like scrap out here as well. So I guess technically it is a 2-in-1, and I do like how it's behind the trees, so it's not super invasive, you know? So that's kind of cool. I do wonder though if trash will spawn outside of those perimeters. Like, will trash spawn here? I don't really know how it works. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Okay. Well, that kind of leads us back to where we were at first, right? So that's kind of funny. Full circle moment. Actually, you know what? Before we go back this way, y'all, before we go back over here, can we check out this lot? This is the Apple Canyon Commons. So it's listed as a park. So let's see. We have a couple of park benches. Oh, wait, we have some apple trees out here. I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense, right? But we have apple trees. We have a little fountain over here as well. And then if we go back this way, we have a grill, picnic table. We have a chess table out here as well. And then we also have another grill, picnic table, another chess table. So there's basically 2. You have your chess tables here, and then you have your grills and picnic tables over here. So it's like diagonal, you know? And I do believe that's everything for this park. I believe it's probably like a little residential park. Ooh, wait, hold on, y'all. Before we go back this way, okay? Before we go back, there is another lot this way. This is the Goth family cemetery. So I'm going to assume the Goth family is across the street. So we'll look at the houses and stuff a little bit later on in the video. If you don't know, I like to look at the community lots first and then I'll look at the houses after. So we'll look at the houses in a little bit, okay? But this is the Goth family cemetery. This is interesting. And it's kind of like on a hill, kind of. Ooh. Okay, let's see. So we have a big fountain out here. We have a couple of park benches. We have the Grim Reaper statue out here as well. If we go over this way, ooh, okay, we have some graves out here. Okay, so we have some graves, and you do have empty space, so you can also add more graves out here if you want to. It is the Goth family cemetery, but I'm assuming anyone can come here, you know, like, you know, they probably won't mind. But if we go over this way, we have more graves. These are all just like decorative ones, by the way, but we have some graves, and we also have a death flower bush, which is useful. They spawn death flowers, and if you don't know, if you pick one and keep it in your Sims inventory, whenever they die, they'll give it to Grim, and then he'll like resurrect them so they won't actually die. So it's pretty cool. Well, we have more graves over here. We even have a couple of pet graves out here, I've noticed. And then if we go over this way, this looks like the mausoleum. Now, can you actually open this up, or is it just like, oh, you can? Ooh, okay, so there's not much inside of here though, but we do have a photo, and then we have like some plants right here, and it's kind of roped off, so maybe it's like a little memorial, you know? Other than that though, it is kind of empty. And if we go over this way, we just kind of have like some more graves and stuff, but that's pretty much everything for the graveyard. All right, y'all, so really quick, I'm just gonna go back this way because I think there was like another, yeah, there's a couple lots, you know. Okay, this one is the Precious Pets Park and Gazebo. Ooh, wait, I like the little gazebo. This is kind of reminding me of Willow Creek for some reason, like in The Sims 4. I don't know why, but it kind of reminds me of that. But we are down here at the Precious Pets Park and Gazebo. So we have the gazebo, obviously, but it's on top of a little pond right here. So your Sims and or cats can also fish out here if you want them to. We do have a couple of park benches. There's an easel. We have a little food bowl, a picnic table and grill, and then underneath the gazebo, if we open it up, we just have a art easel. So you can put another one if you want to, or like a place to sit or something, you know. You can always add more to it if you need to, but there is at least an art easel so your Sims can build a painting skill. But I do believe that's everything for this slide. All right, y'all, so now let's go over this way. So we have the White Squirrel Community Garden. Oh, a community garden space? That's actually going to be useful because, like, I don't know, if you're ever in a pinch like I am usually when I play The Sims and you need money, you can always have your Sims come here to harvest the harvestables, you know? So, like, that's going to be useful. But okay, y'all, we are down here at the community garden, so why don't we maybe check out the middle? This one kind of reminds me of the one from Twinbrook, you know? But let's open up the inside. Ooh, the tile. Okay, well, when you first come in, we have a little place to sit. We have a sink, bookshelf, and then we have our little bathroom over this way. I guess the sink could be like for washing off the produce, maybe, you know? So if we zoom around for a bit, we have cherries, we have potatoes, bell pepper out here. There's also some grapes. If we go over this way, we have garlic, tomato, some lettuce. I don't think there's any here, but we do at least have some here and here. And then you do have like more space if you need to. You can always like add more stuff if you need to. But that is pretty much everything for the little garden. Let's go ahead and keep moving on. So we have like this little section. So right over here we have the Palladium Gymnasium, and then we also have the Misty Branch Fishing Hole, and then we have the Gilman Hill Graveyard. Oh, there's 2 graveyards in this world. Interesting. Okay, so maybe you don't have to go to the Goth one if you don't want to. Well, check out the gymnasium first just to see what's here. But yeah, I guess technically if you don't want to, you don't have to use the other graveyard, chat. So you have options for that. But we're down here at the gymnasium. This looks like a house, kind of. Like, it looks like it was a house that was converted into a gym. And, like, this little section looks like it could be, like, where a garage door was, you know? I don't know. Something to think about. But if we open up the gymnasium, let's see. Let's turn the lights on in here. So when you first come in, we have, like, a little check-in desk. We have a stereo. We have our treadmills, weight machines over here. Behind the check-in desk, we have, like, a little cafeteria area. So back here, we have a fridge, coffee machine, a little table, and then we also have a sink. Right in front of it, we have treadmills, there's a TV, we have more weight machines and more treadmills on this side. There's a dartboard in here as well. And then in the back, let's bring the walls down for a second. So in here in the back, we have a hot tub. There's also a lounge chair. We have a little place to sit. This is interesting. And then like we also have some showers on the left and the right. And then we also have bathrooms on the left and right as well. So, you know, you can always use the bathroom, shower off if you need to. And then out here in the back, we have a little bit of scrap. So I guess your Sims can also dig through the scrap out here if you want them to. There's also a dumpster out here as well. And I do believe that is everything for this slide. Okay, so we'll go to the fishing hole next. I just want to see what's out here. Ooh, let's see. So we're down here at the fishing hole, and we have a couple of park benches. We have, of course, the fishing spot, so we can fish out here if you want to. And then we even have like another little park bench. There's an art easel on this side, and I do think that's like everything for here. So before we go to the graveyard, y'all, I'm just going to zoom around for a little bit because right over here we have our stadium, and then we also have our hospital and science lab. Of course, this again is a rabbit hole. You cannot go inside of it, but there are some park benches out here. We have a little parking lot. In the back, we have a grill. There's 2 picnic tables and also a food bowl out here as well. And then if we go over here to the hospital, you know, we have park benches, parking spaces. There's a little fishing hole in the back here. And there's also some park benches. And it looks like the Weatherstone is spawning here in my game, you know. And then there's also like a little telescope out here as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to see what was back here because I did see it from the map mode, you know. Let's keep moving on, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and go right over here. Now again, this is the Gilman Hill Graveyard. So let's see what's here. So we have our mausoleum right here. We also have a lot of graves, and there's also a lot of empty space, so you can always add more if you want to, you know. This little section looks like a little pet cemetery, so you can add more if you want to. You can always delete these and like place down the ones for your Sims if you need to. These are just decorative, by the way, so they're safe to move. If we keep moving on here, looks like we have another mausoleum. This one's kind of fancy. Let's open it up to see. Oh, these windows, y'all. Yeah, see, I think these windows might have been some store content that I don't own. So yeah. Yeah, I think like I said, I think I was missing some store content. So inside of the mausoleum though, we just have a little statue, and there's also like a little light, but that's about it. All right, so if we keep moving on this way, we have a fishing spot. Now there is a sign that says no fishing, but like there's really nothing stopping you from doing it, and also skipping stones if you really wanted to. So, you know, there is a sign as, you know, maybe a suggestion to not do that, you know, but there's nothing stopping you from doing it. But that's pretty much everything for this graveyard as well. So let's keep moving on. So I think we've seen like everything over here, y'all. So this is the Augustus Memorial Park. Let's see what's down here. So down here we have a grill, picnic table, and there's also a fishing spot. And I do believe that's everything. I don't know if maybe the Augustus family lives across the street. Maybe they do. No, this is the Gilman family. Oh. Well, we'll see them later. We'll check them out in a little bit, okay? All right, let's keep moving on. So if we go back this way, we have the kids' castle and playground. Oh, like a kid park? Oh, it literally looks like a castle. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, that makes sense, y'all. So this is the kid castle and playground. So we have a couple of park benches. We have a seesaw, slide, and swing. And then we also have the castle. It's like a little, it looks like a big, like, gymnasium kind of thing. But if we scroll down, we have a toy box. There's also a dollhouse, and then inside of here we just have an activity table. And then if we scroll up, there's really like nothing above it. Like always, you can always add stuff if you want to, but that's pretty much everything for here, you know? All right, y'all, let's see. So if we keep moving on, there's another park. So we have the Seastone Terrace. So this is listed as a park. So we have a fishing spot in the back, but we also have like this little like platform area. So there's a telescope. I guess you can look at the Sims across the street. Okay, the Kingsley family, sure, I guess. There's an easel. We have like a little table, so I guess if you wanted to, you could put something here and paint from reference, you know. We have another easel back this way, and there's also another easel over here, and then there's also a park bench here and here as well. And that's pretty much it. This world is full of like little mini parks, you know. And then back this way, y'all, we have a lighthouse. Can you actually live here? It's a house. Oh, okay, y'all, we need to see what this is real quick. Okay, just really quick. Like I said, we usually leave the houses for last, but I just want to see what this is. Hold on. Let's scroll all the way down and let's turn on the lights. So it's a lighthouse house. So when you first come in, there's a bookshelf. We have a living room. We also have a kitchen area. There's a table. And then if we go upstairs, let's see, it looks like we have the living room upstairs, or like a recreational room, I guess. So we have a chess table, a bar, a mirror, desk, and a little coffee machine. And then there's also a place to sit. If we go upstairs yet again, we have a bathroom, we have a bedroom, we have our cat condo, there's a dresser, a couple of nectar racks. If we go upstairs again, we have another bedroom, and this one has a weight machine, and it also has like a dresser. And then if we go upstairs again, it takes you to like the top of the house, and then out here you just kind of have like, you know, where the light would be. And then there's also a telescope so you can look out at the world. But yeah, that's pretty much everything for this house. That's interesting, y'all. I did not expect this to be like an actual house. With that being said, y'all, that kind of leads us way back to where we were going to go at first. So back this way, we have a couple more lots. Let's start back this way maybe. We have the Llama and the Hound. And then right over here, we have the Max Dalton Maritime Museum. And then back this way, we have the Black Cat Beach. So maybe let's look at the beach first, then we'll kind of like circle around, you know? We're down here at the Black Cat Beach. So before we like get to the beach part, we do have like a little like boardwalk area, I guess. So we have a couple of park benches, there's some picnic tables and a grill. And then we also have this little building. Oh, this is where the bathrooms are. Okay, so you have a shower, you have your sink, and then you have your stalls and another sink over here, you know? And then if we go down to the beach section, we have another park bench, there's a telescope out here, and if we go all the way down, we have some lounge chairs, there's a stereo, another park bench, and then it kind of just takes you to the water, so you can always swim, do water activities, stuff like that. You can probably even play in the sand if you want to. Yeah, if you have Island Paradise, you can play in the sand, build sand castles. You can always add more stuff if you want to. So yeah, that's pretty much everything for this little area. Now, if we go right across the street, this again is the Llama and the Hound. I guess like the Fox and the Hound, like the Disney movie, I guess. But this is the bar. So we'll open it up, and I guess we'll start maybe on the left side, and then we'll kind of go to the right. When you first come in, we have a foosball table, there's a stereo, a couple of tables back this way. There's also a TV. There's also a food bowl in here. If we go over this way, we have our bar. We have some more tables this way as well. There's a dartboard, and we even have a shuffleboard object as well. And then over here, we have our bathrooms. And then in the back, we have a dumpster and a scrap pile. And then if we go upstairs, let's see, it looks like maybe this is like an office space. So we just have a desk and some boxes and stuff. There's also some boxes back this way too. So if I were going to play here, I would probably swap out this bar from the base game and use the one from late night. That way you could have like a bartender, you know? But other than that though, that's pretty much everything. There's even some tables out in the front. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, so we'll go right over here now. This again is the Max Dalton Maritime Museum. So let's see what this looks like. All right, y'all. So we're down here at the museum, and I don't know. Again, this looks like a lot you would see in Brindleton Bay in The Sims 4, you know? Okay, let's see. I guess we'll start here. It's like a little aquatic nautical museum. Oh, this is nice. So we have this really big anchor on display. We have, of course, some paintings on the wall. We have a life preserve over here. We have a little toy box. There's a steering wheel. By the way, this steering wheel, y'all, is from Barnacle Bay. So I believe it comes from the Buccaneers Bounty set, and you can buy that set separately, I believe. So yeah, like I know for a fact this is store content. This cannon is also from the Buccaneers Bounty set. So that's, you know, so you're also going to need that. And I believe this painting is from like one of the nautical sets from the Sims 3 store. So that's like more store content you're going to need as well. So if we go down this way, we have a little display table where you can store your own, you know, relics or art piece or whatever. You can kind of store it over here. If we go down here, we have a place to sit. We have more display tables as well. You can also put gems on these too, I believe, but you have like more display tables over this way. You also have a bathroom over here. And then if we go in the back of the lot, we just have a picnic table, food bowl, and a little biscuit ball. And then we just have a parking space over this way. And that's pretty much everything for this lot. So if we go across the street, I didn't see what the name of this is, by the way. This is the Boatside Bait Shop. We have the Boatside Boardwalk, and then we have the Hawthorne Pier. And then over here we have the, looks like a spa and a bistro. So let's see what this has to offer. So this is, so it looks like the bait shop is a food truck. We also have picnic tables. We also have a little pet house and a food bowl. And then over this way we have the boardwalk. So over here, we have some umbrella tables. There's a couple of easels out here. And then if we open it up, there's just a coffee machine and a bar. So, you know, you can have a drink out here if you want to. If we go over here in the middle, we have a chess table and we also have some park benches. And then again, this is where the restaurant and the day spa rabbit hole is. And then of course we just have some more little umbrella tables around it and another park bench. There's a telescope over this way and this way. And then there's also like a little food bowl out here too. But that is pretty much it for this lot. And that was also the last community lot in the world. We've seen all the other ones already. So now we can move on to some of the houses. So I usually start where I placed my Sim Elliot. So he's over here in this little starter home. It's a little blue one and it's so cute, y'all. Like, this is so cute. I like it. Let's open it up. I haven't really seen the inside of this, so let's see what it looks like. This one looks like one of the ones that you would see in like Riverview, kind of, you know. On the inside, we have our table. We have our kitchen back this way. We have our living room, bathroom. There's two bedrooms actually, so you have one with a double bed, one with a single bed, and this one has like a little pet bed inside of it. That's kind of cute though. I like that. And there's even like a side door that kind of leads to the side of the house. So out here you really just have a trash can. That's pretty much it. So I guess we'll look at some of the houses in the neighborhood. So I don't know if this one has a Sim that lives here or not. Maybe, maybe not. But we have a house right beside his. There's also like a little like pet house and a food bowl and a car. So maybe there is a Sim here. I don't know. If we open it up, this one is cute. It's kind of cozy. Ooh, I like the curtains. These are also store content, by the way. When you first come in, we have a living room section with a little TV. There's a dartboard. We have a kitchen area over here. And it has a sliding door, so in the backyard, there's really not much here. I mean, you do have a trash can and it's kind of fenced in, so I guess you could have your pet out here, you know. It leads back to the front yard. If we go back in the house, we have a bathroom, a bedroom, and it has a weight machine, and it's also a little mirror in here. But I don't know if this house is occupied or empty. Can I just check to see? Yeah, the Gattis family lives here. So there's Austin and Marcel, so there's two Sims that live here. So yeah, never mind. It's not an empty house, but that's pretty much it for this house. So we'll check out the one across the street from Elliot. I haven't seen this one either, so let's see. This one is like a red and white house. Why don't we open this one up? It looks like a Craftsman style house too. So when you first come in, we have a living room section over here. We have a little desk and a scratching post. Back this way, we have a table, a food bowl, a little spring toy for a cat. We also have a kitchen back here too. And then if we go upstairs, it's just a one bedroom house. So we have a bedroom, there's a little pet house, we have a dresser, and then we also have a little bathroom this way. There's a litter box in the hallway. I love the purple color scheme. And I do believe that's everything for the inside. If we go in the back, We have a little fishing spot. There's also an easel. And yeah, I believe that's like everything for this little house. I think someone lives here though. I don't know who. This one is Buttons Goth and Rebecca Goth. Oh, okay. So a Goth family member lives here. Okay. So why don't we check out this big house right here? I don't know who lives at this one, but this one is like a yellowy kind of color scheme. I wish it told me who lives here, y'all. I need to know. Oh wait, no. I think this is the Gilman family. Yeah, I seen them earlier. Yeah. Okay, wait, let's see who these are. I don't know who these are though. So this one is John Stone Gilman, and then this one is Catherine Gilman, and then this little baby is Eva Gilman, and then there's another one over here. Who is this? Vincent Gilman. Okay. Good to know. All right, well, let's see the inside of their house. So we have a chess table. We have a big, nice dining spot in the corner. We have a little kitchen back this way. If we go over this way, we have our living room. We have a study or like an office. It has a bathroom that's attached to it, you know? And then if we go upstairs, let's see. Ooh, okay, we have a lot of rooms up here. Okay, so we have a bathroom this way, like a general bathroom. We have a bedroom here, which the color scheme is interesting. It reminds me of like 2005, kind of. But we have like a bedroom this way. We also have another bedroom with an ensuite bathroom. And then if we go here, we have a really big nursery with an ensuite. Okay, this baby living lavish. But we have a little nursery. And by the way, too, this art piece, the crib, and the lamp are also some store content. And then if we go here, we have a home gym. We have a weight machine, a treadmill, and a stereo. Okay. There's literally another bedroom over here, and I didn't even notice that. And then if we go upstairs yet again, we have a room with a shuffleboard object. Okay. And then there's even like a little balcony up here too. Okay, all right, I see. Now, there is something over here. It looks like a garage. Let's just see the inside. Okay, it's empty. Okay, well, we have a garage. If we go behind the house for a second, we have a grill and we have a little umbrella table. And there's even like a little food bowl and a pet house. But that's pretty much it for this house. Okay, so let's just keep moving on. I don't think there's any houses here. There are a couple back this way. Let's see. Maybe we could check out this blue one really quick. Okay, y'all, so we're down here at this little blue house. Let's just open it up to see. Okay, so when you first come in, we have a little kitchen spot here with our table. We have a living room in this little corner section with the bookshelf. Back this way, we have a room with the pet bed. So I guess the pet has its own room. There's even like a little food bowl in here too. And then we have two bedrooms. So this one has a single bed, this one has a double bed, and then we have a bathroom in the back of the house, and then there's some sliding doors that lead in the backyard, and there's really nothing back here really, but we do have a trash can, but that's pretty much it for this house. Okay, so we might as well check out the house that's right beside it, right? Like, we're so close to it. It looks like a little farmhouse, you know? Let's just open it up to see. Let's see. So when you come in, ooh, these couches, it's like tiger print. Okay, period. We have a living room over here in the corner. We have our table. We also have a little spring toy for a cat. We have a food bowl. Our kitchen is over this way. And then if we go up steps, let's see, we have two bedrooms. So this one looks like a teen's room, kind of, you know? And it has a litter box inside of it. There's a desk. We have a pet bed and a scratching post. And then there's also a bathroom here. And then, of course, we have our other bedroom over this way. And then if we go in the backyard, let's see, we have a back porch. We also have a fishing spot. And that is pretty much it. The trash can is like right here. But that's pretty much it for this house. I wonder who lives at this one. Apocalypse Meow is so funny. We have we have Adriana, Angel, Christina Hernandez, Uron, I think I said that right, Uron Angel. So we have a couple Sims that live at this one. Okay. All right, let's see. The one across the street, y'all, this one is kind of giving Cape Cod vibes. This one is cute. Okay, let's open it up, y'all. I need to see the inside. Let's see. So we have a red love seat and couch. We have a coffee table with a stereo on top of it. Over here, we have our dining area. We have our kitchen, and then we have a bathroom over here in the back. I'm pretty sure these houses are like recreations from the console version, but I'm not even gonna lie, it just kind of reminds me of early Sims 3 and Sims 2 in a way, where like you'll have the chairs kind of pushed far away from the coffee table. You know, this is like something you would see in a Sims 2 kind of, you know? Okay, and then if we go upstairs, we have a chess table in the hallway, and we have two bedrooms. So this one has the double bed, this one has the single bed, so maybe this is like a kid or a teen's bedroom, you know? There's a mirror in here, and then if we go in the backyard, we have a little, well, more like a side yard, I guess. We have a pet house and a food bowl, and I don't see anything really on this side other than the trash can, so that's pretty much it for this one. Let's see what these houses look like, y'all. We're like literally right here to it. Let's look at this big blue one, and it's kind of weathered, like a little beach house kind of. Ooh, I think it's more like a craftsman style, but it kind of looks like a beach house to me in a way. Maybe it's like a beach craftsman style. I don't know. Let's open it up to see. Let's see. Let's see. We have Sims that live here. So this Sim is Brooke Branson, and then this Sim over here is Brady Branson. Okay. There's also a little cat. This one is Brimmy Branson. So this is the Branson household. So on the inside, we have our big living room section with the TV. There's a little officey workspace in the corner. So we have our computer desk and bookshelf. So over here, we have our kitchen and a little dining space. There's also a food bowl. Back this way, we have a bathroom, bedroom with a weight machine. Oh, there's actually two. So maybe they're like roommates. I don't know. Or maybe their siblings could be. I don't know. But we have two bedrooms. So this one has a weight machine. This one has just a little dresser and also has like some lamps and stuff. And then in the backyard, we kind of have a little patio space. So there's a grill. There's also a lounge chair. And then we have a fire pit out here on the patio. And then we even have like a little garage. So it is also empty. So you could also put like a parking space inside if you want the car to be in the garage, you know? But that is pretty much everything for this one. And what about the one across the street? So we do have a Sim out here. This is Jackson Rattlebag. And this is a Buttercup Rattlebag. Okay, the Rattlebag household. This one kind of looks like a farmhouse, you know? Let's open it up to see. Okay, so when you first come in, we have a couple of bookshelves by the front door. We have our living room section this way. We have a bathroom here. And then if we go over here, we have a dining space, we have our kitchen, and then inside of the garage, we just have a weight machine. And then back out here, we kind of have like a little section that kind of goes down to a pond. So we have a pond back here, a couple of lounge chairs. We have our pet house and a little food bowl back here as well. This is cute, dude. This is cute. I know like back here is just set dressing, but it looks like there's a little like broken train track back here too. This is kind of nice though, yo. I like this. So if we go upstairs, by the way, because I almost forgot this, if we go upstairs, we have a bedroom with an ensuite, and then we have another bedroom over here. This one looks like an office space. So we have a computer desk, there's also a dartboard, and then we have a bathroom, and I do believe that's everything for this house as well. Okay, y'all, so this kind of leads us right back around to that Goth house, and I really want to see what this looks like, y'all. This one is huge, but I need to see what's here. So again, this is the Goth house that was across the street from that graveyard. But let's see what the inside looks like, y'all. Let's open it up to see. Make it bright in here so we can see a little bit better. So it looks like either they're moving in or they're moving out. I don't know, but we have a foyer. There's a couple statues. Over here we have like a sitting area with some chairs. There's a bar. Maybe this is like a recreational room, maybe. I don't know. Bar room, maybe. Private bar. We have a bar, a record player, and then that's pretty much it for here. This looks like a study or like an office space with a couple of bookshelves and a desk and some chairs. Back this way, this looks like a dining room. Over here looks like a kitchen section. And then back this way, we have our bathroom. Upstairs, we have a bedroom here with an easel. We have a bathroom. We have another bedroom over here. And then if we go back this way, we have a nursery. We have a bathroom here. There's also like another bedroom here. So it's like a Jack and Jill. So over here looks like we have a kid's bedroom. And then if we go upstairs yet again, there's just like an attic with some more boxes. And then if we go back here in the back, we have a lounge chair, there's a lime tree, a garlic plant. There's also some garlic out here too. And then we have a pond where your Sims can fish, but that's pretty much everything for this house. So let me know down below, y'all. Are they moving in? Are they moving out? Is it like an abandoned home? Did a new Goth move in? Like what's the lore? I need to know. Okay, y'all. So we have a couple more houses this way. Can we check out these really quick? I just want to see what they look like. So we have this one. So we have Zachariah Dungworth, which is interesting. And then we also have Eleanor Dungworth. Dungworth is interesting, y'all. Well, they live in this house, right? And why don't we just open it up to see? So on the inside, we have our living room area with our TV. We also have a chess table. Going over this way, we have a kitchen, a dining space. We have a home office area over this way. And then if we go upstairs, we have a home gym. There's a bedroom here, a bathroom, and then we have another bedroom with an ensuite that's attached to it, you know? And then like outside of their house, they also have a fishing spot. There's also a place to sit over here too. And that's pretty much everything for this house. All right, so why don't we go ahead and go across the street? So we have this house right here. Why don't we open it up? So inside of here, we have a kitchen in the back, a bathroom in the back. We have a dining space, a couple of food bowls. There's a living room area here with a cat condo. Outside of the house, we have an umbrella table. We have a cat castle, a pet house, and there's also a art easel. If you go upstairs, we have a bedroom here with a desk, a little pet bed, another pet bed over here, and here as well. So this is like a 3-bedroom home, but really just one for a sim, I guess. And there's even like a little bathroom over here too. And yeah, so like this one has like a toy box. There's some litter boxes in here, spring toys and other toys. So there's a lot of stuff for cats in this house. Okay, well that's pretty much everything for this house. And if we go over this way, y'all, there's like 2 more houses that we didn't see. Let's check out maybe this one first really quick to see what it looks like. So this one kind of looks like another farmhouse, and it kind of has that same red and white color scheme that the other house kind of had on the outside. Inside of here, we have our dining space this way with a pet bed. There's a chess table, a stereo. We have our kitchen back this way, and we have a little bedroom here with an art easel. We have a bathroom by the staircase, and then over here we have a living room. There's a bookshelf and a little spring toy. If we go upstairs, let's see, we have a room with a foosball table, and then we have 2 bedrooms, and then they both share a bathroom, so it's like a Jack and Jill, you know? And then in the back of the house, we have a pond. There's also an apple tree. There's even like a little pet house here with a biscuit ball and a food bowl. Well, what if we go across the street? So this house looks kind of spooky-ish. I don't know who lives here, but let's just open it up to see. This one's kind of spooky. So let's see. When you first come in, there's some boxes by the door. Again, like, are they moving in or out? I don't know. We have some chairs. We have a kitchen area. There's a dining room. Maybe they're moving out. Maybe that's what it is. Or maybe it's abandoned. I don't know. But we have a officey space here. There's a bathroom. Upstairs, we have a bedroom here and here. There's also another one over this way. There's a bathroom. If we go upstairs, that's just a room with a little mini graveyard on this little like table. Interesting. And then if we go outside of the house, there's like a little mini graveyard out here. That's kind of interesting. Like, again, are they moving in? Are they moving out? Is this abandoned? I do not know. I think there's like one more house that we did not see, and it's that really, really big one that's way back over this way. Yeah, right here. We haven't seen this house. Why don't we check this out? And I think that will be everything for the entire world, you know? So we have this really big, nice house. There are some Sims on the front porch. So we have Andrew Kingsley and Joe Kingsley. And then we also have Pennington Kingsley. So why don't we open up the house? Let's see. So when you first come in, we have a pretty big dining room with a fireplace. We have our kitchen. We have a home office, a bathroom, and a living room. And then if we go upstairs, we have a bedroom here and here. There's also another one over this way. So it's a 3-bedroom home. There's a home gym. It has a treadmill and also a dartboard. We also have a bathroom, and then we have another bathroom this way. If we go outside of the house, this looks like a little garage. It's also empty. We have a pet house, a food bowl back this way. The trash can is out here. We have a nice pool with some lounge chairs. I didn't even see this, y'all, but there's a back balcony with an art easel, and then there's even a little grill out here too. But that's pretty much everything for this house as well. And on that note, that's pretty much everything for the entire world. I think I've seen everything. If I missed something, I'm so sorry, but I think I pretty much seen all of the houses, all of the community lots. This right here is the criminal career rabbit hole, you know? But I think I pretty much seen everything. So like I said earlier in the video, the world is not yet out. If you're watching this video when it comes out on August the 8th, 2025, the world is not yet out, but if you're watching this in the future, then it probably is out, you know? So when the world is out officially, I will leave a link down below, so don't worry. A big shout out to the Sugar Maple Coast team, as well as Morgan Ember, for sending me early access. Thank y'all for giving me the opportunity to look at the world early. I really enjoyed it. I'm definitely gonna play here. I have wanted a world like this for so long, so you already know I was super excited to check it out anyway. But anyway, y'all, that is all that I have for this video. Again, this world is called Sugar Maple Coast. If you did enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like, comment something down below. I will leave a link when the world is available to download, link down below as well. But anyway, y'all, that is all that I have for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Thanks for watching.